Two-part question. First of all, thanks for doing this. How does it feel with this accomplishment? And second of all, when did you find out that you all are going to be put together in one line?
I think we like the schedule or the schedule and the lineup kind of got posted in our little group kind of in the morning. So as soon as I saw it, I texted my dad and called me, of course, and just know. And I mean, yeah, the accomplishment was unreal. It was a crazy game. Definitely did not expect that to happen, and obviously to get my first hat trick and to obviously get the win, it was just like the best feeling. Just because the game kind of felt like it was out of reach for quite some time. So it was just a unbelievable game. It was really good feeling to walk out of that rink with a win.
Thank you.
No problem.
Next up is Claudia Caldwell.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep,
Awesome. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I'm with the local part of Toronto Star, and my question for you is, how excited are you to be part of this line, and what advice do you have to anybody in the OHL or currently under the pandemic overcoming uncertainty in this kind of time?
Yeah, I mean, it was really cool to kind of be part of the line, and obviously a lot of platforms that were posting about it, so it was it was out there, and just to kind of be a part of history and a part of maybe barriers and stuff like that. It was really cool. Like, I was honored to kind of be a part of it, just because you saw how many people were posting about it and endorsed it. So it was really cool. I had a lot of fun. It was kind of it was pretty funny before the game, just because we were going out there, and we were just so happy to like kind of be on a line together. So really special feeling there for sure. And then what was the second part of your question? Sorry.
Sorry about that. So in terms of the OHL currently not resuming this current season, what type of advice would you have for an OHL player or any type of player facing uncertainty in the pandemic? What kind of advice would you give to them, or what type of uncertainty have you faced and overcome in the past few years?
Yeah, I mean, a year ago, basically today, my season got canceled right before playoffs. So that was really disappointing, and obviously couldn't really go to the gym, couldn't really skate. So I literally just kind of use that time to focus on, like just I trained at home and stuff, but I guess my advice is to just kind of use it as a positive in any way you can. A year ago I was watching a lot of video on my favorite players and learning how they play the game, and shooting a lot of pucks at home, stick handling, working on like little things, and really just trying to take that time to just kind of regroup. And I just got really hungry over the summer, and obviously came into this season really hungry as well. So yeah, I guess my advice is just there's not much you can do. All you can really do is work on your craft and be as ready as you can be when play resumes, because hockey will resume one day for everyone, and that day is coming soon. So really the only advice I can give is just to prepare and be hungry, and stay hungry when hockey comes back.
Next up is Rafael Gamet.
Hi, Akil. Congratulations on the hat trick, first off.
Thank you.
I was wondering, I spoke with your mom earlier today, and she said that in your household, you were kind of raised all the colorblind and that didn't really see race, especially in hockey growing up. So can you talk a bit about the significance, if it has any to you, or if you were forced to just to perceive the significance of the moment last night? And I'll have a follow-up after that.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't we have four black guys on our team, so it wasn't like it didn't feel crazy that we were all put on a line together. It was just like that was the line, but it was more so just like for me it's cool just so black kids, young black kids who play hockey who are younger can kind of see that and maybe get inspired by it, and maybe we can inspire like more black kids to just feel like they have a place in the game. That's really the cool part for me. Obviously it was cool to play with Q and Devo, but it was we're all teammates. Doesn't really matter what color we are. It's just cool that we have kind of an opportunity to inspire other people and hopefully grow the game a little bit at the same time.
And was your father quick to tell you that he was one to play with black teammates as well, or maybe remind you, because I saw the picture that you were about 6-7 years old with him on the team picture there?
Yeah, right away. He sent me a text, and he actually was on a team once, and they started like 5 black players. So there were 2 defensemen and 3 forwards that were all black on the team, and they all started one night. So my dad was telling me about that. That was pretty cool, and hopefully one of these days you can kind of see that happen too.
Thank you.
Next up is John Hoeven.
Akil, sorry if you already covered this. I joined a little bit late here, but just curious about your first thoughts when you found out that DSP would be signing with the team. If I understand things correctly, you had trained a little bit with him, with Chris Stewart, maybe.
No, I actually haven't met Devo before, but like we're from Scarborough, I suppose, so we all know the same people, and it was like I knew we were going to become pretty close as soon as I met him. So as soon as I signed him, I was like, wow, like I didn't really know where he was. Last thing I heard is he was playing the KHL, so cool to get a Scarborough guy on the team and someone I'm kind of familiar with. So obviously an older presence for a young team, and we definitely can use a guy like Devo. So it's been good so far. We're roommates on the road, so getting to know each other quite a bit, and definitely trying to soak in as much as I can from a guy like him.
Had you trained with Stewart then?
I haven't really, no. I know both of them obviously, but haven't trained with them, no.
Oh, interesting. Talk about just maybe the fact that you've been used all over this lineup. It seems like on any given night, you could be on the top line, you could be on the third line, you could be at center, you could be at wing. How much of a challenge has that been for you as a first-year pro, trying to get your legs under you and figure out your place in the organization?
Yeah, not gonna lie, it has been a challenge. Just because I play the last few years center, and my tendencies are I go on the ice, if it's a face-off, I'm dialed in right from the face-off, and I know my what I have to do right from the face-off. And as a wing, like your whole perception of the game kind of changes. Like you have to think the game way differently. You have way different responsibilities, and so sometimes that maybe caused me to maybe make a little mental mistake here and there, just because I'm going from wing to center mid game. So it is a challenge for sure, but just talking with Robo, that like I want to be that guy where he can kind of use me wherever, left wing, right wing. I'm just willing to play goalie at this point, but it's been fun. I really want to be that guy that Robo can kind of use in any situation, and I told him that. So it's definitely a challenge, but I definitely love it.
Yeah, well, I know you have a desire to play defense as well, and Turcotte was saying just last week that he wants to play D, so you guys are going to have to rock, paper, scissors for it or something. But along the lines of Robo, he's been very complimentary of you. He loved the fact when you were out, temporarily in one of those games a couple weeks ago, and you came back a couple minutes later, and just he thought that showed a lot of determination, and he just can't say enough good things about you. I'm curious about the relationship that you've been able to form with him. This is someone that you really didn't know prior, and it's always nervous time for a rookie coming in and trying to establish a relationship with the coach. But the two of you seem to have hit it off, at least when hearing it from his side.
Yeah, for sure. I think just it's a good mix between us. He's a really good guy, like away from the rink, and we've had a lot of conversations just about non-hockey stuff. And it's always, a good feeling when you can kind of talk to your coach and he actually has a personality and he's actually a good person. So I really like him as a coach as well. We kind of, see the game, same way. And, just, I remember when I first kind of, met him, the practices were, high tempo, upbeat, and they were fun. Like we would play a bunch of, competitive little game stuff. And that's what really gets me kind of going, like competitive stuff in practice. Just you kind of keep me enjoying the game and in a competitive nature. That's where I think I thrive. So, I go to the rink and like I'm happy to go to practice and to, go compete against my teammates. Whereas maybe, in the past, maybe I'm tired or I'm just like kind of going to the rink and just hoping I can come home sooner than later just to rest. So I think that's definitely a good thing. I'm just kind of going to the rink really excited these days, and it's definitely helping me, develop my game.
Next up is Carlin Baith.
Hi, Akil. How has your first year in the AHL been, and what are some of the things that you've learned so far this season?
Yeah, it's definitely not been easy. Especially with the condensed schedule. There's so many games, and which is a good and bad thing because you can kind of forget about maybe a couple bad games or whatever. But it's been tough. I mean, the hockey is obviously different. Points do not come easy at all. You can't just kind of show up to a rink and expect to get a couple points like maybe I did in junior. So really have to earn everything in this league and pretty much, match exactly what, just guys I've talked to before, like coming into the season kind of said about it. And, it's been good for me though. I think it's teaching me a lot. Like every game I kind of try to soak in as much as I can. And, obviously we're a young team, so it's kind of cool to go through, a couple struggles with some young guys and just kind of collectively as a group, learn and get better. I think, we're getting better every game, and we have a coach who kind of, believes in us and is patient with us and pushes us to be better. So, obviously our record isn't the best, but definitely, trending in the right direction, and, everyone's in good spirits. So I'm really enjoying my time right now.
And one more here for you. I know you said you didn't know Devo before he got here, but you knew Quinton. And what's it been like playing with him? Your World Juniors teammate. How's the camaraderie been going this season so far for you?
Yeah, I think the camaraderie on our team is probably like the most I've ever really been with. I think, and it's only been like, not even half of a regular season. So, I go to the rink and I'm just like excited to see everyone and just shoot the crap with everyone. It's been really fun. Q's a really funny guy, and we have a bunch of funny guys on our team, and we all just get along really, really well. There's no guys in the locker room who are cancers or anything like that. Like it's a really tight room, and it's jokes every day. And even when we're losing or whatever, we still kind of find a way to keep it light and keep it happy in the locker room. So yeah.
Thank you. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Next up is Doug Harrison. Doug.
How much practice time did coach give the three of you guys before sort of throwing you into the fire yesterday? And was there a sense during those workouts that maybe that something that clicked, that maybe you thought that there could be some success in game action?
Not one practice actually. Robo changes the lines quite a bit, so he likes to juggle with what he has. But yeah, I think we're kind of used to that now as a team, though. Like the lines kind of always change and stuff like that. So didn't have a practice together, but I wasn't worried about it. I just wanted to do as best as I could with the guys, and obviously we had a goal in the first period, so that was pretty good.
What is it about your playing style that fits well with Quinton and Devo?
Yeah, I think Devo's obviously a big body and really smart. He's played in the NHL for a really long time, and you can kind of just feel that out there. Obviously, he's probably not in the best game shape he's ever been in, but you can just, tell he has a mind for the game. So I think, Q's obviously, a big, fast center, can make plays and who can score. And, I think biggest thing for me was just trying to do as best I could to, forecheck hard and get the puck to them and just kind of play my game, I guess. And I think we all just kind of complement each other pretty well because we're all kind of a little bit different. But I think we kind of complement each other well. And obviously we had a couple of injuries, so we didn't play like together all night or anything. But when we were out there, I thought we did a couple good things. So
Next up is Jesse Cohen.
Hey, Akil, based on the outcome the other night with the 5 goals against, how important was it to you personally and to the team to get a comeback like you did with that hat trick?
yeah, I mean, the night before was super disappointing. It just, no one kind of knew what happened. It just, a couple minutes went by and we were losing, and it was crazy. So I think it was a lesson learned by both teams there this weekend. To never give up. We both kind of came behind each other and won games. So I think obviously we've been playing a lot better, and we disappointed ourselves the first game. And I think just the vibe kind of going into the third period, like everyone was light. We weren't really shrugging our heads or anything. Like we were all like, let's do this, like we can do this. And like that's just kind of something you get from the coach as well when he's still drawing up plays like late in the game. You just have that vibe of like we can still do this. And maybe that's why I just put pucks on net there and kind of scoring a couple. So that was pretty cool, and definitely something I won't forget.
You guys have scored something like 30 goals in the last 5 games or 6 games or something absurd like that. What's the confidence level of the team as compared to, say, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's night and day for sure. I think we're going into games now expecting to win, and I feel like when we were on that little, that slide there, we were just kind of, I'm obviously not waiting to lose, but just like it just kind of felt like, we're up a couple goals and then we'd end up turning a puck over and then scoring or something like that. So it felt like we were just going to end up chasing the game somehow. But right now, I think just, everyone's kind of on the same page. We're all playing the right way. We're really kind of buying into what Robo is kind of saying, and it's definitely paying off. I think everyone's kind of playing well, and everyone kind of stepped up a little bit, and it just made a big difference with the whole team.
Thanks.
All right, and time for one more. We'll go back to John Hoeven.
Okay, I just want to follow up on the whole Robo situation. Looking back at the first part of the season, he maintained a high degree of positivity during that whole stretch and just felt that at some point it was going to click and all come together for everybody. Was there a moment prior to that 4-game winning streak? Was there a moment where you thought, yeah, we got it, this is it, we're going to turn the page here? Or no, it just things snowballed after that first win?
I mean, I like when we were on that side there, like I thought we were playing well in a lot of games. Like we just happened to lose them because we weren't scoring. So obviously you definitely need a coach who kind of believes in you and who just recognizes when you guys are doing well. And I thought everyone kind of appreciated that from Robo. Like we were playing pretty good in some games and just happened to lose. And maybe that's from experience and stuff like that, but that's just lessons we learn. And I think Robo is right. It's all kind of starting to come together now. And like I said before, everyone's kind of stepping up just a little bit, and it's making a huge difference with the whole entire team. So it's been obviously it's been a long time coming, but we're starting to figure it out now, and hopefully we can just kind of ride it. And it's good when the coach believes in you when you lose or win. So it's been fun.